right, there's also a definite shift happening in the Panama City Beach housing market. The numbers are in for the second quarter of 2022. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Let's check it out. All right, to understand the market, I'm going to throw a lot of numbers at you here very quickly. So check this out. Let's start with this chart here. This represents the number of homes for sale in Panama City Beach at any given time over the last couple of years. This is our supply. And you can see what's happened in the last couple of months is that we're starting to tick back up just a little bit. We're not quite back to pre-pandemic levels yet, but we're sort of headed in that direction. Another way to look at the market is to look at our months of inventory number, and I smile because you guys know I'm a big months of inventory guy. So check out months of inventory for a minute. Remember, theoretically, 4 or 5 months of inventory represents a neutral or a balanced market. And I want to get these numbers right. January, we were at 1.48 months of inventory. Same thing again in February. March, we were a little bit hotter, 1.12 months of inventory, but look at what's happened since then. 1.72 months of inventory, 1.99 months of inventory, and we're now up to 3.1. That's a pretty dramatic jump. 1.9 to 3.1 doesn't sound like a big number, but it's over 30% slower than we were just a couple of months ago. Remember, 4 or 5 months of inventory is a neutral or a balanced market, so we're still slightly in seller market territory, but it's worth noting that we're slowing down just a little bit. Another way to look at this, check out the number of homes that are available. This is the actual count of homes that are available for sale. January, we had 139 homes available for buyers to choose from. This is across the entire beach, any price range, any neighborhood. We've gone up dramatically. We now have 286 choices for buyers. So think about that for a minute. Buyers have a little bit more choice. Sellers probably have a little less negotiating power than they did in January. And finally, 2 numbers I want you to really digest from quarter 2. We wrote 13% fewer contracts in quarter 2 of 2022 compared to 2021. And we had 18% fewer sales on homes in Panama City Beach. So think about that. 13% fewer contracts written, that's our demand, and 18% fewer actual closings. The market's slowing down a little bit, not quite as much as the condo market. The condo market, if you looked at those numbers, the condo market was down 37% on contracts and 42% on sales. A lot more dramatic. The housing market is slowing down a little bit. I'd probably put that another way and say we're normalizing a little bit. We have been extremely hot with 1.48 and 1.12 months of inventory. Still in seller market territory, but again, normalizing, cooling off a little bit. What does this mean? If you're thinking about buying, you have a few more options out there. You probably have a little bit more negotiating power. If you're thinking about selling, pricing is going to get that much more important. The fundamentals of marketing, staging, those things are going to become more important as we go along. We've had some room to cool down a little bit, so pricing, we don't see anything that's going to pull pricing back quite yet, but rapid appreciation should certainly tail off. We're seeing that already. So again, buyers, you have a few more choices, maybe a little bit more negotiating. Sellers, get a little tighter with your pricing, make sure your marketing is excellent, and you'll have some success. So I know I threw a lot at you there pretty quickly, but I hope this helps you understand this shift that is happening in the housing market. Again, I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Thanks for watching.